Hey everybody, do you want to make a D&D podcast like us, or really any podcast? Well, then you got to know about Anchor. First off, my favorite part, it's very free. It's the most free. It costs no dollars. That's sick. Second part, you can start monetizing with their monetization tools immediately with no minimum listenership. Also very sick. You can now, this is new, you can take any song from Spotify and add it directly into your episodes. And let me tell you, that's freaking sick nasty. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Before we get into the episode, I want to mention another sponsor for this episode. EndGame Content is a great podcast. I was told specifically to say that it's a show about four idiots that talk about things they think and know about. Am I being punked? This sounds like us. Wait, no. There are more notes here. In-game content alternates between their weekly topical conversation, followed by an episode of their D&D campaign the next week, with episodes releasing on Saturdays. Topical conversation revolves around video games and TTRPGs like Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, and even one of my old favorites, Yu-Gi-Oh! Their D&D campaign is a sea-based campaign that features a ragtag group of people that work under a captain and will be given his ship to do whatever they want once he retires. They recommend starting with good old episode 1 titled Dungeons and Doofuses, One Piece the Campaign. You can find links to their recommended episode, as well as their Twitch link in our show notes. And you can find the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcasts. Go check out EndGame Content today. And now, on to the show. Last time on Lawful Stupid. Ms. B, you're here with Marguerite and Lafayette and a still dead Lucien.
How do I make him undead?
It's important that we bring him back to life, not make him undead. Just so we're on the same page.
You can fix it. It will require diamond.
I just want to find a married couple and fucking take the ring off a lady's finger. You know, I'm not above just like stealing a diamond to save Lucien.
Gordy has this teleport magic. He can do it over extremely long distances, kind of wipes some sweat away, and he says, "Okay, it's ready." They're ready. William and Avon William and B have bought their goods, and they are ready to go on this adventure through the portal and save their friend, Lucien. But first, let's talk about what you guys bought during the time, so we don't have to talk about it, look for it on the list. But what did you guys buy from the stores there in town?
Well, the only store I really found, it was this dude, and he had like this boat.
You're dead.
It's his boat, and he was like, I sell passage down the River Styx. And he's like, 2 coins. And I was like, I literally have no coins on me. And he was like, get fucked, nerd. So since then, I've just been kicking it with Kinos. Because I'm not allowed to pass on.
No, we stressed out the shopkeep for sure, most definitely, because that's Lawful Stupid tradition. But Miss B in the end bought the gold and compass, which is a cool looking broken compass made by Zebra, and the ring of Kaant, I think made by Vanillin, as well as just a normal pocket watch to keep track of time.
And do you want to briefly talk about what those do real quick?
Do I want to? No, but I will because they're cool.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah, so the compass, it points to the most valuable item within 300 feet, ignores items in extra-dimensional spaces, such as the bag of holding. The ring of Kaant is like a yin-yang pattern ring with opal and onyx set in it, and it allows once a day the wielder to ask a question. If the question, if it's able to be answered with a 1-minute vision with an obscure answer to the question, for the ring to succeed for showing the vision, one must appease the ring with a philosophy on why it should answer the question.
Yeah, so basically what I imagine this ring has its own like semi-sentient understanding. You have to try to convince, and we all know it's me, and I'm very easy to convince. And so you ask a question, I give you an obscure answer via vision. So yeah,
I'll
it's
have
pretty
to
cool.
tell Devin it's because I want it.
Yeah, you're right. Here it is. Dwayne, what did William get?
William purchased the Tinkering Turtle, which is an ornate brass and silver ball. I would prefer not to say what it does, because I want it to be a surprise when I unleash it.
Okay, I dig that.
And it came from, I guess technically it's called a holding sphere of Whippers, but I bought it at the Tinkering Turtle. I apologize.
Okay, so the holding sphere whips.
Whippers! I know they missed one of the marks over the letters. So. I understood what you meant, patron.
It's a fancy fairy tale story town. Of course, there has to be little marks in there.
Cool. All right, so we bought our stuff, and you are about to step through the teleportation device that Gordy has set up, this magic spell. You have 24 hours upon stepping through, and your mission is to get a diamond. You're attempting to steal that from the Haven family, and that's what you know.
I stepped through the portal, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, before I step through the portal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Miss B, it's important that we get ground rules out of the way. Mm-hmm. We're here for a diamond. Mm-hmm. And I don't really give a fuck about anybody on the other end, so... Yeah. I may leave bodies. Is that a problem for you?
Not at all.
Great.
And I did not like the Havens.
Steps to the portal.
Yep.
Is that a problem for you? Nope. Right. Didn't listen to anything else.
She's like telling her story, and you hear, fuck, it's gone.
William? William?
On the other end, I'm just fucking ripping people up already.
Yep.
Bro, that was the wait staff. Yeah.
Hello, sir. How may I help you? You teleport through, and you are in a location close to the coast. It's almost like hidden in the rocks, which seems appropriate, right? You don't want people coming back through this that aren't supposed to. Sort of in the rocks off this coast, and you're able to make there's a trail that leads down to that. Make the way through this kind of rocky trail, up the cliff face, and onto the top of this large grassy field. They hit rolling hills ahead of you, but you can see within about 4 miles ahead of you is this floating kingdom. Okay, it's like ripped out of the ground. It's like someone plucked it straight up. It's still got, where it's like diamond pointed down, where somebody, it looks like it's been pulled up for whatever reason. But you can also see from here 4 chains, kind of on the cardinal directions that are you can't see where they connect into the ground. But you can tell that these are, even from this distance, insanely massive chains that are linked into this earth. And this floating island, essentially. And I assume you begin to walk.
Is there a fast way up there, or do we have to climb those chains?
Yeah, Devin. Is there, a taxi service? Or, I don't know.
Roll a history check
service?
for me.
Oh my god. History check?
Yeah, you can both do it. Here's what you both know. Okay, this is good. Here's what you both know. You know Zalance. It was around 600 years ago. Before, when you were whatever happened before. It was around. However,
isn't that where I come from?
Yes. It was not floating last time you were here. It was on the ground, like every other town and city you've been to.
I did not realize this was my hometown.
Yes, I have forgotten as well.
All right, cool. I'll roll a history check, and it's 2, another fucking 2 on my history check, so cool.
That's a 5 here.
I'm just going to give you guys knew it was... Why is it floating? Why is it floating?
No, okay, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're giving us that, but... So we don't know... All right, fuck it. Yeah, that's not supposed to be floating. I guess we approach and see what we find. Otherwise, we're climbing those giant chains.
That will take all day.
Well, can you fly?
Well, I wish I could sprout wings. That'd be great. Can your magic do it?
No.
I'm gonna look around. Is there like an elevator service or what
Yeah,
what can I find here?
What I'll give you is that this is sort of in the epicenter. There is like a sprawling town and villages that have been built. There's a crater, underneath this land where it was pulled from, but around that, the top of that, all around underneath, is homelands and other businesses and towns that exist. So you would have to make your way through town. I'm trying to avoid it every time I get there. You would have to make your way through town in order to even make it to the chains wherever they are plugged into the earth.
All right, I head to town.
Yep. I'm gonna put my hood up so people think I'm strangers.
Okay. I don't... Yeah.
But I'll give William the warning.
Make your way through town. Yes. You are able to bob and weave, and the town looks like it's pretty kept up. The guards here seem to be... There's a plethora. They're on every corner. They're marching around everywhere, just making sure the streets are clean. You see them correcting people, often for jaywalking, essentially. There are some motorized vehicles that are driving through the streets here, however barbaric they might be in their initial states. And you see that they have that Gingistries logo, which I'm not sure what that is yet. We'll ask Jens, but they all have this logo on them.
It's a purple mushroom.
Purple mushroom. It's canon now. Gosh, purple. I just drew a purple mushroom.
But it has like gears on it, so it looks like
it's a geary mushroom.
Yeah.
It's because it
can be electrical wiring.
The products will take you out of this world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to stop at any stores that I haven't built already, or.
No, we have to save our boy Lucien. We fucked around at the bar.
Are there any jewelry stores?
There's the diamond store,
town?
the ruby store, the opal store, the sapphire store. The diamond store is recently
hit up one of these fucking stores.
The diamond store is closed for business. They went they're out of stock till forever.
I break in. Is there anything in there?
Shelves, empty shelves, and a homeless man who craps on the floor in the same spot every day.
Gross.
All right. No, I want to continue.
Get out of here, kids! This is my store.
I want to find transportation to the top area.
I want to go to the up.
Okay, and you guys make your way through the town to the base of one of these chains. What you see is there's looks like a small mountain-esque figure at the base of the chain. You see the chain connects to a device that can be cranked. Gosh dang it. The crank is so large that you would need a team of people to make it work.
How many hands do you say need to be cranking simultaneously?
What?
How many hands would need to be cranking away to make
crank
this?
You've ever seen. I don't even think that you can reach the crank from where you are. I think
Now, what time of year is it? Is this Christmas with the crank?
No. I think you'd have to be standing on two people's shoulders to reach this crank. That's how huge it is.
That crank's real up there.
Yeah, super
Takes
tall.
three people. That's 6 hands through this crank.
Oh, man. It's not so much that I hate it because I'm saying it. I hate it because I know I'm going to have to deal with everything. But that was good.
Forever.
Huge crank. That's the name of this episode.
Well,
Huge crank.
Soundboard for you now.
Is you started and you were fumbling, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Because I knew where I was going. I couldn't
and
stop.
then it hit.
It's like you're sliding on the ice.
He's
and
written this bombshell for himself in his own script. He's written this out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, when I read that later, it's gonna suck." He says as he wrote it.
Don't say crank. Don't say crank. Don't say crank. Large crank.
Crank.
The biggest crank you've ever seen.
All right, so we approach this mountainous crank.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I was dead.
Well, to me. And there is a group of 4 soldiers who are in front of this device. kind of just posted up. A couple have swords.
Hail and well met, my dudes.
Hello.
I need to get up to mainland pronto.
Okay, do you have your passports?
Checks my bags. Do I have my passport for town?
You know what? Let's play D&D. Don't you have something that gives you access to like higher level people or
what it does is I know about the inner workings of like courts and stuff like that because I'm a courtier. What does it read exactly? Hold on. That would be under features and traits. Let's see. Boy, howdy, you would have thought it would be under features and traits. It sure isn't.
And I probably should know as a good DM, but I'm not a good DM, so that's why I don't know it.
I mean, I'm a DM, and I don't fucking... Oh, here it is. It's under description, where background is.
I was so fucking muted just screaming, it's under description.
Your knowledge of how bureaucracies function lets you gain access to the records and inner workings of any noble court or government you encounter. You know who the movers and shakers are, whom to go to, the favors you seek, and what the current intrigues of interest in the groups are.
Okay, let's do this. I think William's a pretty smart guy. Can you do... actually, no, what? Not yet. So you say hello, Matt, and they say see your papers. How do you respond?
Yeah. Do I have papers? Like from when I originally lived there? So wouldn't I have papers that are 600 years old?
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, so...
Or did they not require papers?
They would not have required paper at that time.
So then I don't have them if they didn't require them to go in and out. So he asked for my passport, and I look at him and I say, the Zaylans I know and love doesn't require passports for its citizens to return home.
And he looks at your clothing, which is, I assume, in the highest order right now.
Yeah, fucking fine. Remember, I teed myself out, and Lucien on our way out of Prim.
He says, I'm sorry, sir, and madam, but to get to the uppers, you will need the proper paperwork. Just not anyone can access. Are you from out of town?
No, I grew up in Zaylans, and I went about the world to do business of the highest accord with kings and queens and presidents and prime ministers and chiefs and all the like. So it's a surprise to me that my own home has become so militant like the Taggarts that you're checking me at the door.
Well, with the influx, especially of Tagerson spies, we can't just let anyone in, and not just anyone gets to the uppers. I mean, people live either lower or an upper, and if you're an upper, you have papers.
So William takes a step forward, straightens his tie, and says, if you know what's good for you, you're going to let me and my friend up without a fuss. I sure would hate to have to take this up the chain. Go over your head, as it were. I'm sure your boss's boss's boss would not be happy about this. And I would like to... intimidate
Yeah, I'm going to say roll for intimidation.
And I would like to do that with advantage by basically making the air around them really, really hot. And hurting myself to do so. It's like one of my things. I can roll intimidation with advantage.
Hey, real quick. Dwayne said I don't want to have to take this up the chain in the big chain floating city. And that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
This is the first time on air that I have seen Shane. I have heard him twice so far.
Okay, so
I showed up earlier. So
dead to me.
I got an 18, sir.
So the guard who kind of stepped up and was kind of in charge, kind of puffs his chest and looks around, and like the other dudes are like shaking their heads, like shrugging their shoulders. I don't know. So you see him. He says, "Wait here a moment." And
I would know who the general is.
So that's the thing, is he would not be here being the time frame it is. It wouldn't be the same guy. Here's what I will let you do, though.
Right, but
you?
But I guess I didn't do any work. Fuck, that sure fucks up my background, doesn't it? By having a 600-year gap.
Well, what I was gonna let you do is, because you guys came through town, there's stuff up everywhere. If you want to roll an investigation check for me, I'll let you have seen. You would have been pretty perceptive, perhaps, or even perception check to see some of the things.
Yeah, I would prefer perception.
Yes.
my stats. Yeah, sure, I'll roll perception. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So here's some things I'll give you based off just signs that are up or storefronts, all that kind of stuff. So you know that the upper museum. A couple pieces of information. Upper Museum will be hosting the Haven Diamond, a Haven Family Diamond, on this day. And we'll say that right now you are in the afternoon. It's going to be in about an hour. It's going to be making its way from the lower museum to the upper museum. It's like a big thing. People are going to be gathering for it soon. 2, you know that King Shori, he's the king of Zalance, will be present, or is expected to be present in attendance. It's kind of like his thing. And all of the, I guess what would we call them? Making this up now. All of the Chain Giants will be awakened to bring upper down.
Perfect. All right, I got this. Thank you. That information seals my deal. I believe. I mean, the dice will tell me. So William takes an opportunity to go to Miss B and say, hey, just go with this next spot. And then he says, dear boy, listen, I'm very aware that you have a job to do, and I appreciate that. And I understand that I was quite gruff with you, but listen, I'm on a timetable. I've got about an hour before the family diamond is going to be displayed. I have places to be, and you can see. And he pulls Mrs. B by the waist. I have brought a beautiful date to this. I have an audience with King Shori, and all you're doing is holding up my problems here. You're making my life much, much worse. And you're embarrassing me in front of the lady. So if you could just move out of the way so I can move along, please.
Can I help? Because Miss B has been married to a Haven, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's allowed to have Neo's ring, right? Family ring?
Yeah.
Can I have that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course you can have it. What kind of DM would say no?
No, if I said-
no, you didn't
I
keep
said-
this beautifully cool. Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, she's just gonna slip her hand into her pocket, pull her hand out with her wedding ring back on her finger again because she hasn't been wearing it, but
William puts his hand in his pocket, his left hand in his pocket quickly.
She'll put her hand on her shoulder so the family ring shows, and just kind of wait and watch the guard.
What's that ring look like? What's it made of? Earth metals?
If you fucking say there's a diamond
metals.
on it.
No. But it would be tiny diamonds, if anything.
I don't care.
But
I just need diamonds.
Giant earth rock.
It needs a giant earth rock. No, it'd probably be little opals, and they kind of look like in a pattern of a cloud, and the family seal of fancy swirls and stuff.
I love it. And so that is enough to make that guy in his menial job say, these people must be important. I do not want to stop them. And so he'll call over to, he's, hey, I need an airlift ASAP. And some guy just nods. And what he does is he kind of goes around a building, and he brings out it looks like a basket with a hot air balloon without the hot air balloon portion, just like the basket. And he kind of waves you guys over.
Cool. We'll go over.
And so he says, "Okay, get in." And he does something. He attaches it like somehow to the chain. He says, "Don't rock around. You'll be up in about 10 minutes."
Perfect. Thank you.
And so he takes like some coal, opens a port on one side. There seems to be like a chamber underneath where you're standing. He throws some in there, and using magic, kind of sets it on fire. For some reason, it's not hot to your feet. It doesn't burn your feet as it's sitting under there. And gives it 2 taps, and it begins to sort of lift up. And it would lift straight up normally, but it catches on that chain and begins to take you at that angled approach up the chain. And you continue to ascend further and further up. I don't know if there's any conversation you want to have as you go up.
No, not really. At least not from B.
Hey, Mrs. B. Do you have a ring that's not that one?
Yes.
If we're going to sell this story, I should probably have one on this hand. And he like shows his left hand.
I do. And she'll pull out another ring. It's a little simpler. And she'll hand it over. But do take care of that one.
Understood. William very seriously puts it on and nods.
Okay, and you make your way to the top, and there are people there, soldiers very similarly to receive you. And they say, "Welcome to the upper. Is there anything we can get for you? A drink, a meal, a snack?"
Yes, if it's not too much trouble, you see I have a wonderful lady here. A diamond worth 100 gold.
And they all look around and laugh, and he says, "Well, that'll be up here in just an hour or two. If we had that, we wouldn't be working here."
We're doing a whole ceremony on a diamond worth 100 gold.
Well, it's much bigger than that.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking if this... Okay, I get it.
We're poor.
Well,
It's fine. Worth a shot. No, I will have one of my favorites, Zalentian drinks, though, if you'll just hook me up with that.
Silencian?
Zalentian?
Oh, my bad. I misheard you. And he gives you it's called a chain breaker.
Ooh.
ooh. I'm into it.
Describe it
It's
to
fun.
me.
Yeah, well, I want to play it like this. I want to say that, like, is espresso.
Wait.
You get. You do it. Yeah, go.
No. Oh, I got it. All right, the chain breaker. Boy, the chain breaker. I'm in. Ready?
Yep.
The chain breaker is a whiskey,
Ooh.
a scotch, a bourbon, and what passes for Red Bull.
It's a
Bro,
magenta
I
Brahma.
think it's C3
That would be
cookbook.
ginseng root extract.
Yes. All right.
And but it's all one finger of each, and then it's all equal proportions. It's almost like a espresso version of alcohol.
Yeah. Yes. I'm writing this down. I'm fucking gonna make this drink.
Let's do it. Another cookbook. Let's go.
That's drink items already in there. Okay, so they bring you this, and it is in a brass chilled cup.
But yes. I down it.
And they're impressed. It's not usually it's something you would sip on, and they're like, "Can we get you another?"
Yes, that's one I will sip on. Gotta get started.
And they bring it over to you, and so there's a crowd of people who have been coming up the chains. The ceremony is going to take place not too far from kind of this receiving station. The other chain is, I mean, it'd have to be pretty far away. As at the top, it's not because where they come together. You're looking at probably a mile or so. And this is a bunch of people gathering. And if you want to mingle, I don't know if there's any questions you want to ask or anything about this, but they're all just kind of waiting because the ceremony is going to happen here. There's like a big stage set up. There is like a big ribbon that's going to be cut, but then they're going to move it into the museum that's not too far away from you once you get up to the top of this on the upper island.
I want to look for an important looking lush.
Go on.
That's what I want.
What's the lush?
You know, a lush is like a drunken person.
That's what I thought. It's because like their face, well, lush is in like
yeah. Well, it's like
a lush is like a drunkard, a wino.
Yeah,
a wino.
Somebody who's important and dignified looking, but is like on the drunk side.
Maybe red of cheeks and dumb of ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A jovial, almost drunk person is a lush.
I see. Thank you for the new word.
Look, we can call him Dad. That's what I call him.
Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going through some stuff right now. We don't know what to talk about.
You know, you find a rather portly man. He's about 6'3", human man, and his face is flush, and he's oh, today's gonna be a great day.
You can say that again.
He too is holding a brass cup.
Oh, I cheers him.
Oh, cheers to you, sir.
And then down mine with him. And
whoa, challenges, and he drinks
pop it on
too.
the table.
And he...
How long have you been here in Zealand? Is this your first time or a resident? I haven't seen you around.
I try to get to the uppers at least once every quarter or so, you know.
This is your first ceremony then?
Oh, no, I'm the curator for the lowers. This is sort of...
Oh, great, then... Oh, this is an excellent happenstance.
Yeah!
I was actually looking for you.
Oh, sorry, you are?
Oh, well, you know, it's funny. My occupational title is Raven. I don't know if you've heard of me, but essentially, I'm a security consultant. And I was looking over the plans.
He's kind of drifting and looking at Miss B.
Hey, listen. Yeah, that's first of all, that's my wife. Don't look at it that way.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me. Your beauty is worth noting.
Curator. Don't you worry. We will party, but let's business first, party second. Don't you worry.
Business party first. Yes.
Yes, perfect. So, real quick, just while I have you, there's an issue with the transfer into the museum.
What do you mean?
Yes, I'm concerned. I heard some soldiers talking about essentially skipping out on their transfer duty.
The guard leaving their post?
Yes, when the ones who will be escorting the diamond.
From which chain?
I believe it was the southwest chain, but from the lower to the upper museum, right? You know, it comes up, they display it, and then they transfer it to the upper museum. It's once they transfer it to the upper museum, they were planning to knock off and have a couple chain breakers. I heard they said, "Oh, nothing ever happens, nothing to be worried about." So I was hoping to get a few guys and just double up that. So if you can just point me to where they're going to be exiting from the display, I can go ahead and get that set up for you.
So you, what's your name again?
I'm the Raven. I'm kind of a big deal around here. I'm a security consultant, and he kind of like straightens his tie.
Did I hire you?
No, the upper museum hired me. It's not that they don't trust you. It's frankly that they have way too much money.
Francis never does trust me. It pisses me off.
Well, he spends a lot of money in order to never have to do a damn thing. I'm happy to take his coin.
I'll say. What? So you're gonna help move the diamond from the transfer to the upper? museum?
Well, from the display stage, we have the party, and then when they move it to the upper museum, I'm going to help with that. I've got a small crew. We're going to double up the patrol and essentially keep the upper museum guards where they need to be.
Now
They're
we'll
not
say
going to
yes.
knock off and have a party for fun.
You're right. Okay.
Great. If you could just point me to where from the stage to the upper museum, the routes we're going to take.
He pulls he's patting himself down. He pulls out this card. He says, "Here's the access card for the downstairs." But as you go to reach, I need you to roll a deception for claiming to be this person, and you can do it with advantage because he is drunk as a skunk.
Perfect. I will be doing that then. Let me. I'm just gonna miss that. All right, 3 still. Do. All right, well, that's a pretty good one. 25.
It's pretty good. He goes. So as you go to take it, he kind of pulls it back and he looks at it and he's like, "Yeah, that's the right one. Sorry." And he hands you the card.
I pocket it. And then I order us 2 more chain breakers.
Oh, you're too kind, Raven.
Happy to do it.
And so he takes that, and as soon as he clink it again, or he's got his cup out.
Clink it, yep.
And he kind of dribbles it, and he's like, "Well, be careful. Good luck with the gods."
Of course. William, telepathic to Miss B, and says,
Mm-hmm.
"That was really lucky. Let's go."
Yeah. She'll kind of want to steer him towards the museum just to see where the empty points are.
Okay, so you guys want to look at the museum or go back down to the lower?
I want to go towards the stage because my understanding is this comes up from the lower. There's a ceremony, and then we transfer it to the upper. I want to go I want to go on near the stage and start examining from the stage to the upper museum pathway. Okay.
So the kind of almost the path you guys took when you were from the chain area where it comes up and connects and the car dropped you. It's 100 yards straight shot to this stage with kind of the banner around the perimeter of that same thing, where they're going to come up the stairs from the side. Place it on a pedestal, this diamond. Then they're going to uncase it, do the ceremony, cut the ribbon, and then recase and send to the into the actual museum.
And what did you say the curator's name was?
I didn't. He never said. He didn't. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Let's talk about the City of Ghosts podcast. I've gobbled up episode 1, and let me tell you, the quality of production, voice acting, and storyline are just simply amazing in this supernatural neo-noir drama set in the 1990s. It takes place in New York City, so it's got corruption, it's got murder, it's got all the things that haunt us. We follow the sardonic, dry, and gruff Eleanor L. Rifkin, who makes a living as an information broker, digging up dirt on high-level individuals. But it's forced into a gripping new case of the supernatural kind. Here's a short trailer for you to sink your teeth into.
Can you hear me? It's 1999, New York City.
Where am I?
Who are you?
Oh, shut up!
Bridget Lindy Payne stars in a new supernatural neo-noir audio drama.
The voices, they're back.
City of Ghosts.
I understand this is beyond your usual scope.
So 2 deaths and an attempted 3rd.
Must mean we're onto something big.
Men like them have fortresses built around them.
What good does sticking your neck out do, especially in this city?
Still, just be careful. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.
Do be well, Eleanor.
Ooh, so creepy. Love it. City of Ghosts, coming to you October 5th, wherever you get your podcasts. And now, back to the show. I say you've waited a little while. Maybe you've mingled with some other people.
Sure.
let's do.
Is there music? Is there music and dancing?
It's a big time. I mean, there's drinks, there's food.
Then, all right, I get it. I say, Miss B, the perfect and easiest way to case this joint without looking suspicious is we dance while we wait and while we observe.
Of course.
And so he offers his hand, and so we dance to scope out the fucking place. Just the fucking image of music and dancing while we're planning this heist.
Yeah,
that's where
I'm into it. While we're scoping it out, I think Miss B would look like she's actually having a little bit of fun, because she likes to dance. This is fun.
To have a good time, Lucien just had to die.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Look, we're so much
Mom
better.
and Dad are getting along. It's fine.
We were happy until we had the kid.
Death is babysitting. Yeah, and you guys dance around. I'm going to give you bonus on any of these future rolls because of you like actually scoping it out. What you'll gather is you see strategically placed are some other guards. It's almost like people shouldn't be leaving from this area until the ceremony's over, so they've kind of got them on a larger perimeter in this grassy area before you would get into sort of the city proper with the businesses. And there's even like a wall you would have to go through anyways, another checkpoint. This is just kind of reception area for the upper. And while you're dancing, let me do a quick roll. You've got a couple other people who got out to dance, but no one of import is out there dancing as well. Yeah, and so about an hour passes. It's been a really good time, and then you hear the trumpets, and you know that's kind of the ceremonial call for the diamond to come up. And it's a prestigious event for things to make it from the lower museum to the upper. It's a big deal. And so a guard's crew of 4 individuals ride this thing up, and they set it down and very ceremoniously pick it up again and begin to make the transfer over from where the basket lands on the upper over toward the stage.
How big is this diamond? How shiny is this diamond? I want to know the details.
Diamond has to be held in almost like it's like a football-sized diamond. I would say.
Jeez.
And so they are bringing this encased diamond, and they've made their way up onto the stage, and they're placing it. And they are one of them, the 3 back away, and one takes the glass case off. And then he sets it to the side and steps back. And then the curator for the uppers then appears, and he's like a greasy-looking dude with a pencil-thin mustache. He has a bald head. It is a shiny bald head. He's wearing like a pink suit with long coattails. And he says, "Welcome, everyone, to the second annual transfer of lower to upper goods and services. We are claiming for ourselves the one and only," and it's almost like he forgot the name, and he kind of looks back to it, the Haven Family Diamond. It is a privilege to have the Haven family become a part of the Uppers family. Would anyone like to say anything? And then you see a pretty nondescript man step out, and he has on a similar ring to Miss B. And he steps up, and he says, This diamond has been in my family for many, many centuries, dating back as far as our family tree goes. And we're proud to be able to build a partnership from the lower museum to the upper museum and increase our own prestige within the community, and hope to continue to do that with many of the artifacts that we've been able to find for my family of adventurers for so many generations. And people clap and cheer to that, and he does a little bow and steps down. And so then the upper curator kind of waves over someone, and you know it to be the lower curator, and he stumbles kind of onto the stage, and he has these giant scissors he pulls from his back, and the upper curator says, And now we'll do the ceremonial ribbon cutting. And so he and a couple other people who probably are important step up. They all put their hand on the scissors and they cut at the same time. Everyone cheers, and there's a lot of the music begins playing once again. And then the 4 guards are motioned in. So this time they set it there, and as they begin to walk off stage, people are watching them. And I don't know if this is the time that you want to move in for assistance.
What I would like to do, I would like to exit and then go around the side and meet them outside.
Okay. Because what I would say is,
because I don't want to have this conversation in front of everybody. I want them to exit and then meet them outside.
Okay, perfect. So you are attempting to leave the perimeter, and a guard stops you and he says, "Oh, excuse me, sir. You can't go beyond the perimeter until the ceremony is completed."
And so I very quickly and say, "Listen, my name is the Raven. I don't have time for this. I'm an outside security consultant." I flash the security card that I have.
He takes it.
I have this, and obviously I need this. Go ahead.
He takes the card and he pulls out this device and he scans it and it checks green and he says, "Sorry about the inconvenience."
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then I pull Miss B along.
She, of course, follows.
And so the cheering has died down, music's still playing, and you hear the shuffle of feet and some grumbles as these 4 guards bring this around the backside to you. And they're like, "What are you guys doing here?"
We're here to take over leave. Francis, as it were, said he wanted to reward you. He hired us outside consultants. And then I flash the security badge if they want to check it. We're going to take it the rest of the way. You guys get to enjoy the party.
Can you roll a deception check? And again, because you use name dropping, you have a card that's legit. Roll with advantage on that one.
I would love to. Boom. Okay, that's not the best. Let's try again. Not better. 14.
These guys are simple guards, and they say, "Well, Francis will be here soon anyways. Can I see that card one more time?"
Yeah, absolutely. And he hands it to her.
And then Miss B will, put her hand out with the Haven family ring. You're like, we just wanted to make sure to get it there safely as well.
Oh, please forgive me. He gives the card back, doesn't really look at it after that, gives the card back to you, and says, "Well, I guess we're off for the day then?"
Oh, yeah, one more thing. And William hands this guard his chain breaker. Have fun. And then he takes the diamond from them.
Thanks. Be careful with that. We don't want to lose our jobs.
Oh, double hands. Yeah, he's super got it in a baby hold, secure.
I would trust him with my life.
And so they all this is awesome. It's awesome. I imagine Army privates. They just think it's the best that they have alcohol. They are off shift, and so they're like, great, and then they leave and go around the corner, and you hear Francis. So if you can imagine a building, you're at the back of the building, and you hear him saying, "If we can just get the item put in, we can call it a day and enjoy the revelries." And so he's coming down. As you peek over, you see him coming down the walkway with that large burly man that you spoke with earlier.
She'll look to William and is like, "Let's put it in my pocket and skedaddle."
Magic pocket?
She has pocket of holding magic pockets.
Yeah, magic pocket, right?
Yeah.
It fits this thing.
It should.
Okay, yeah. Does that? I'm just asking. I can't remember.
It's the dress of thinks it has
Yes.
pockets, I believe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pops it in her pocket, arm around her waist. We start walking the opposite direction to move.
Man, I thought you would just cross path and just kind of rub it.
I'm down with that if it makes sense.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Nah, fuck it. Let's be. We've already made it this far. If I have to murder these two in a hallway, I will.
What you want to do?
I have a better suggestion that just seems like a lot more fun rather than crossing paths. Is there a little cute alleyway or something?
Yeah, so you kind of went down an alleyway, right? It was a kind of a grassier area, though. It's not like I said, city proper yet. So there's kind of buildings, outcroppings. And this was between two buildings that you guys had walked behind, and so they're coming down between the two buildings as well.
Let me make it awkward. William and I, let's go into the alley. She'll just drag, like, trust me on this, husband of mine.
Sure.
She'll pin him against the wall and pretend he's to kiss him.
Oh, excuse me, madam. We'll just go the opposite way. Reginald, please. He's like, oh, well, look at you, maid. Get her good. I wish my wife left me. And they turn and walk away the opposite direction to go around. And there's no one else in the alley with you.
Good thinking, Miss B.
You're welcome. Sorry for the awkward. Let's go.
No, not awkward. I think it's a you guys thing. I don't think fucking's weird. Alright, let's go though. And he hurries her along. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. Full blown speed walking.
I think that the cover of night is this. You guys have been. It's been a long day. It is beginning to. Sun's beginning to set. You can see some of the moons coming out just barely, and you're able to make your way back down the chain. What did I say?
Sorry.
No, I'm laughing at the chat.
Yeah, it's all
Lucian's rolling in his grave. I have not been buried.
And you're able to make it out, I mean, just hours before the 24-hour mark, back over to Gordy's teleport shop. It's not a teleport shop, it's just where he does it. And
it is important that we understand that, like, as we're, like, bolting, William at some point has, like, as we're going by trays, he's grabbing chain breakers and getting a few in on the way out. So by the time he lands teleported, he is like toast as a motherfucker.
I feel like the chain breaker might be the new favorite drink of William. He's really grown.
Yeah.
It's his home thing.
Blackberry brandy is I think still in his heart.
It's still in his heart, but this is also his home.
Local favorite.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
Well, remember, this is where he comes from. I feel like that's a classic.
Yeah.
It's like his hometown drink.
Yep.
But he lands on that teleporter.
You teleport back in. And you make your way back, of course, immediately back to
absolutely
the
hey, Devin?
elders chapel in there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Shane.
Just real quick, I know we're on time crunch. I just wanted to point out that you already established a magical transportation service called Uber Magical.
It's
and
true.
Then for some reason, knowing that, you still decided to make Gertie's teleport shop. He literally could just be in charge
Support
of Uber
local
Magical.
businesses, bro. I'm not always going to outsource
that
Uber Magical.
is owned by Ginger Streets
Corporation.
Yeah.
And it's just an umbrella company. We all know.
Yeah. We all know the unjust mega corporation Gingistries
It's
Limited
really
is
the alliance of this world.
I mean, it's basically Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Target.
No, I mean,
Target.
no, it's
I'm
basically
not
like
low grade.
No, it's like Tesla.
I don't know. Walmart's got a
it's
lot
like
more
Elon
money
Musk
than Target
is in charge.
Target's so
like,
nice.
And they're like, look at SpaceX, but instead of SpaceX, it's just like, look here at Magic X. It's our new magic program.
Arcane
We're
X.
crossing all kinds
Arcane
of barriers.
X.
Yeah, yeah,
Arcane X.
for sure.
Arcane. I like it. Geeklon Musk.
Anyway.
Gingelon.
That's
You make your way back to the
Gingistries.
the elders building.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of just drinking tea around his body at in this building. Yes,
Hell yeah.
William.
When we land in the teleporter, William sobers up as much as possible, pulls the ring off, hands it back to Miss B so he doesn't fuck it up.
Good call. I was gonna make you check that later. Hey, you got that ring on you? Let's do it.
Well, I was afraid of using a fire spell without taking it off.
Mm-hmm. She'll take it and thank him.
I'm gonna die for 5 minutes. You gonna be wearing that ring, kissing Miss B out in the alley, wearing my ring? Is that how you gonna do me? I'm dead for 5 minutes.
She'll hold the ring to her heart for a moment and was like, "This one was Neo's," and then put it in her pocket again.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I thought it was the B ring. I'm fucked up.
No. It was Neo's. That's why he was like so serious about it.
Oh no! Dang, that's even crazier.
When you get in there seems to be another individual who is kind of watching over Lucian's body. Marguerite and Lafayette are again drinking at the table they were earlier, and
William
you
sits and
busted.
gets a drink with them.
Oh,
Barry just slides in and pours himself one.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
welcome back, William, says Brother Lafayette.
Did you make him a lich?
I said I wouldn't, and I have not, and nor will I.
Good, you're not a liar. We brought the diamond, Mrs. B. Show him.
Sister, you
He
have
puts
it?
his feet up on the table.
She'll take out the diamond from her pocket of...
Oh my goodness. Is that a baby? Or a diamond?
I didn't touch her. It's fine.
Is there any chance in the world that after consuming a SpaceX aircraft's worth of fuel in alcohol form, is there any chance at all that William belches flames?
Absolutely.
Rick and Morty burps fire.
It's just like, I didn't fucking touch her.
Can you do a belch flames roll for me?
It's like a 1d12 damage?
Yeah,
Or what
no, I don't
is-
want you to hurt things. I just want to see if you do.
But Dragon's Breath in Camp Anyone. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right. You handed the diamond over to this individual. They're kind of hunched, elderly. It's a human male, very scraggly hair, long, that kind of covers his face. And he takes it, kind of shaking from you, and he says, "It'll take me a day to finish this, but you'll have your friend back on the morrow."
It'd sure be cooler if you could do it in an hour.
I'm not gonna promise that, but listen, you go get rest. Get you some meal. You know what? If you go talk to
Sleep it off. Get some coffee, maybe. You fucking lush.
Argyle will take care of you. I'm certain.
Marguerite, what are you doing for the next 24 hours?
Just managing the city, I suppose.
I've got a better idea.
And with that, we will drop over to Lucien.
Wonderful cut.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this episode's
I'm
going a
already
little
here.
bit longer.
No,
but that's what...
there's no secret reveal because I'm just here. I was here the whole time.
You've just filled your belly with food and drink, and you stumble slightly, not slosh, out of a tavern onto a stone path. The hustle and bustle fill the air on a chilly night. The smell of piss and beer fills your senses. But as you get further from this tavern, the smell sweetens a bit. The smell of folded caramel hits you. You wrap a scarf around your neck as you make your way, presumably, back to the temple where you live. This is one of your favorite weekend routines. Of course, after you've attended the orphanages and the kids have gone to bed. You get to forget about everything and just be you. People watch, eat what you want, with no guilt about duties or responsibilities. It's almost like it centers you.
You said duty.
And you bump into a stranger in a crowd. It checks you kind of hard. You roll a perception check for me, please.
I don't know if it'll let me when I'm dead. Let's find out.
This is a dream state. You can do anything.
My character sheet, it says dead Lucien.
Oh, it
Bright.
literally won't let you.
I don't know
roll.
if it will let me press the perception button. Let's find out. Yeah, it doesn't give a fuck. You can perceive when you're dead. I rolled a natural 1. That's what happens when you're dead.
Okay. So you are maybe perturbed, but you carry on for a little while. And it happens again. You get bumped again. Opposite side. Can you roll another perception check for me?
Sure. A 16.
You were able at this time to feel that something was taken from you, presumably your wallet, your money. But as you check, you realize that something else was taken as well. What else does Lucien often wear on him at all times? Like what's his typical get-up? Like another item he would have, like a chain, like a bracelet, or anything like that.
The only piece of jewelry that Lucien owns is a small platinum ring worth 50 GP shaped like a beehive.
So that one you have on, you notice too.
Oh, no. Lucien has a character development on the spot. Lucien has a gold-plated Zippo lighter and it's embossed with the cock ring, the gold-plated cock ring.
They stole it from you. I don't know how.
No, he has a gold. Well, it's a little bit big for him, frankly. It used to be Breeze's. He has a gold-plated flip lighter. It's embossed with the symbol of no. It's secretly been his holy symbol this whole time. It's been his.
I just want to stop for a second. Hard stop. And imagine the ceremony after you finish 30 days of kung fu practice. The ceremony you go through with Breeze to give you this item. Anyway,
it's a magical item required.
$69 tier. You have to attune to it.
Oh no! No! Oh boy!
But you notice that your Zippo lighter and your coin purse have disappeared. You see the individual run just up ahead and take the corner into an alley.
Well, here's the problem with that. I'm fast as fuck, boy. And so I'm just going to step with the wind. Just 80 feet of movement in a split second. Like, what's up?
Yeah, and you turn the corner, within arm's reach. And as you turn the corner, empty. There's nothing in the alley. And then you see a figure. It seems to jump over the wall about 50... meters? Yards? I don't use feet.
Do you want to know one that's further than my sprinting distance?
No, I'm just trying to make... you can... We'll say 50 meters away. We'll say 50 yards. Half football field away. You see a figure jump the wall.
It's very far away. Do I keep chasing him? I don't know what to do. Like, that's very far away.
Yeah, so you chase, but as you get there, the wall seems to have grown the closer you've gotten. It seems almost ridiculously tall for someone to be able to jump that. And you hear someone say, behind you, Lucien? Mr. Lucien? And you turn around to see none other than Tasha and all her ruined teeth. And she's sitting on the cardboard box. The clothes she's wearing are tattered, and she looks malnourished.
No, Tosh. What are you doing here?
Why, I never thought I'd see you again. They shut down the orphanage, and so we've had to figure out our own way.
Who shut down the orphanage? What?
Someone bought it, and they didn't care what we did. The mothers there tried to take care of it as long as it could, but it can only support so many kids, and so some of us struck out.
And she hands you back the coin purse. She's like, sorry, I didn't realize this was yours.
No, you keep it. And this is directly contrary to, like, Lucien's backstory, right? Like,
right. Yes.
Went into the KNG to stop this from happening.
Yes.
I don't understand. You're supposed to be fine. You're supposed to be okay. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You used to tell me that sometimes things are hard, and we're made tougher by the tough times, and I'd like to think that I'm tougher every day because of it.
Yeah. Tougher than you should be.
And then the scene kind of freezes, and Kinos comes in. And he says, so you know this girl? Of course I know that. It's weird seeing you around people that you, like, love.
Why are you showing me this? Keen? Keen knows why you... She's not real, is she?
She's real. She's in your mind and in your heart. She's as real as anything else. This girl is... If I had not shown you her and I said someone who's a thief, someone who steals from people all the time, who has on happenstance killed other people to get what they want, even if it's for survival, what would you have said? Bad person, good person?
I would mourn whatever circumstances led child of the gods down that path.
It is unfortunate. You can tell the girl is sick. I doubt she has much longer to provide anything of worth to this world. Or maybe she lives. Maybe she becomes an upstanding citizen.
Yes, Kush is real tired. He's like rubs his brow. Best case scenario. This girl died, what, 550 years ago? If she lived a long life?
Yeah, shrugs.
It's... Are you trying to teach me something? Are you trying to show me something? What is it? You can just come out and say it. I don't understand the game.
A very similar inky, starry hand that's much more menacing than yours reaches out to just below her neck and says, "Will you pay for the cost of resurrection? Will you just let her come home to me in the darkness?"
I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
If I take her life, well, I can theoretically restore yours, but there's a balance. What I'm saying is, this girl who's a thief who has no worth in the world is just one life for another.
Would that make you happy? Because it wouldn't make me happy. Wouldn't make her happy.
It would make things balanced. And that is what makes me happy. We'd be taking some bad out of the world and putting good into the world.
That's not how people work, you know? I don't know if you've talked to many of us, but you can't call one person bad and one person good and say that one life is worth more or less than another. It's just people. And we're made up out of a lot of good and a lot of bad and a lot of stuff that you can't even put on an alignment chart, you know? I mean, it's just the way of the world. Mm-hmm. So whatever balance you're talking about, I don't think it's real.
How'd you say that? My father would certainly disagree.
Yeah, mine too.
But I find that I thrive in the times when it's not balanced. Honestly, it works in my favor. But there is balance. And so the hand retracts to a normal arm and he says, "If you're ready, I think it's time."
I didn't learn anything. What was I supposed to?
I would dare say that you did? Or that I learned something about you? Your worth in the world, Lucien, is more perhaps than you could have ever thought. Perhaps you think that you as Lucien is just doing something good for the sake of being good, but people need people like you in the world who will say, "Hey, I'm not going to sacrifice anybody." Like in the lifeboat.
People like you who say, well, I may have to do something extreme, but I'm willing to make up for it. I'm willing to do what it takes to correct that wrong. In the case of our necromancer. And in the case of this young girl whom you love, and perhaps I made it too easy on you, but you don't think of people as pluses and minuses. They're individual souls worth saving, worth fighting for. And Lucien, I don't know if you learned anything or not, but you're a shining light in a darkened place. And that's why I think you need to go back. But you have to take the step.
What should I do different this time? I mean,
Oh, that's easy. Don't die.
Well, a little reductive. Okay.
Oh, by the way, you've sort of unlocked all the potential I can give you because the ultimate power that I have is in death, and you've done that, and your friends are about to help you, and so you may find yourself a little stronger when you get back. Just learn to use those arms. Things will fall into place.
Okay.
Any questions? Oh, also,
no.
Nova's the bad guy, so I'll see you out there. Okay, bye.
Wait, what?
No.
So my power's been coming from you this whole time.
Yes.
Why the charade?
Your father is an evil man.
It's my dad, but okay.
He's an evil. My dad's a good man.
He's like super dead too, right? Isn't he? Like 600 years ago?
You know, I haven't had to. I've been with you for so long. I don't even know. I've been trapped in here, but now things are about to get shaken up. I'm released. You're more powerful. I'm going to be keeping tabs on you. But I've been constrained to you for your entire life. While you were down for 600 years, guess who else was down for 600 years?
I see.
So we've got some things to learn and change and do. I'll be in touch as soon as I gather some intel. Probably going to need to hide from my sister. I think that's why I came to you in the first place as a baby. A little murky.
That's one word for it. Alright, well, make me real strong so I can do some stuff and not die again.
I didn't have to do anything. You're already everything.
Okay.
I'll see you out there, kid.
Alright.
And he touches your nose, boop, and you are feel like you're hit by a Mack truck. And it has been the next day, and Lucien, you open your eyes to the sun beaming through in your face to this in this elder's building. It's like you're wrapped up in it, comforted by this warmth, and you open your eyes, and standing above you is Will and Miss B.
Lucien is dressed in this super fancy getup that Will bought for him back in town. I think he's gonna just absentmindedly reach up and take off his necktie. That thing was killing me.
Welcome home, buddy.
Told you we'd be here.
And that's where we're in the episode. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to this longer episode. We really appreciate it. I'm loving this. I hope it did a good job. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Devin Davenport, and then so I'm going to pass it over to my cohorts, my co-podcasters for all the things we talk about.
Hey, so if you want to support the show, you can go to store.lawfulstupid.org, and you can get the brand new sticker that I'm going to make. Avon make, and it's just in Avon's font with a smiley face of William's character head, and it just says Will -in-law. And it's just got William just cry laughing on it. So just Will and Law cry laughing. Yep.
I already get my new sticker that I'm gonna make Abon make. That is just a cute little chibi Lucien, and he's wearing the suit, and he's like gesturing with his political hand, and he goes, "Modern problems require modern solutions."
Oh boy.
My sticker
If you don't make
Oh,
the
lay it
sticker, I
on,
don't
lay it
care.
on. Come on, let's go.
my sticker is going to be of a frozen Neko statue. and
Do you want to build a snowman?
but the arm is broken. And Will says, "Chip off the old block."
No, I got you one better. It's Neko's character frozen, but it's like cartoony, and then there's like a pop in it. Like a popsicle stick in it. Yep.
Neko is currently
I do like
listening.
that.
Is not
Like a Kino's holding a Neko popsicle about to chow down.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's good too.
Oh yeah, roll for humanities, the Bathana group. They're like super important. They can work through your trauma in game, like I've done today with Devin. It's important to do therapy, or else you'll be fucked up and emotionally stupid. So we're gonna give them that rolled forever $17.
Dang,
It
dude.
was it did a little dance. It mesmerized me, that die. And it was
They're rich
digital.
now, bro.
D&D Beyond. Yeah, they got $17. They can basically do anything. GG. Depression. In general, for everybody.
Well, you should come tell us those roles that you get for your roles of humanity in our Discord. So go to discord.lawfulstupid.org and join us in the chat. It would be great to see you. Or you can also send sticker suggestions, and I'll see what from the list inspires me. So I will take any suggestions. The boys always throw them at me, but I don't mind patrons and
I hand
Lawful.
them to you, but that's fine.
I alley them for you to oop.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, team players, right there.
Oop.
Opa.
Alley oop.
I love it.
That's what you call it when you bump into a stranger in an alley. Alley oop.
But in the Midwest. Okay, good news story.
You're a butt in the Midwest.
A couple sends books to inmates to show them they are not forgotten.
Couple sends books to inmates to show they're not forgotten.
Come on, Avon, let's do this thing.
No, my brain's broken. My boy's back. I don't really care about the inmates.
There's a sweet boy here now.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't got it. Send it to the boys.
All right, cool. And what they don't tell you is that it's really just a slap in the face, because one of the books that they constantly send is America the Brave, the Land of the Free. And it's just a book about freedoms and all the stuff you enjoy about America. And the other one is How to Break Out of Jail for Dummies.
Oh,
It's
that was-
exclusively those two books that they send to inmates. Like, they send enough that everybody gets one. So it's like one that's shitty, and then the other one's like How to Break Out of Prison for Dummies. And the guards never read it because, well, they don't get paid enough. So,
I was going to say...
and half of them are on the take anyway, so it's fine.
How not
Obviously,
to be a
when
prisoner
they
for dummies. But I was going to.
They come packed in the boxes where the dummies one is underneath the other one. You
Yeah,
pass
and
the
nobody's
guards, no problem.
checking.
Yeah, no one's checking.
Yeah.
They're
No one
like I
cares.
Spy books. They're like educational.
I like how Dwayne's really showing how much of a sheeple he is right now with his cockamamie explanation. 'Cause we all know the truth. I like this now.
Uh-huh.
I can turn it on Dwayne and be like, no, Dwayne's wrong. This is
Good.
what's really going down. They only send 2 books. They send the King James version of the Bible and Mein Kampf. And one of those books, if you read it too much and obsess about it, it'll turn you into a monster.
No one knows which one.
Why can't it be both, though, Shane?
I'm not here to name names. I'm just saying that one of them,
Definitely Mein Kampf.
if you get really into it, it'll make you a monster.
Spiritual monster. It's a good monster.
Devin, you were pretty vocal in that it's Minecraft. You want to talk about that?
No.
You've been doing some reading lately?
A lot.
Hey. That was off color. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, team. Sorry, world.
Sorry.
Sorry to get political on Maine.
Sorry, behind a group. We'll be sending Shane over soon. Hey, everybody. As we always say, you know it. It's true.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.